This is Dr. Rafique Memon. I am Pro Vice Chancellor at University Campus Thatta. So there's a very good saying that first you deserve, then desire. So deserve, how can you deserve? You have to, read. You have to study. You have to go out of way. You go to the libraries because readers are leaders. So if you don't read, you will be left behind. You have to be open to new ideas. You have to keep a pace with the changing world. If you don't keep a pace with the changing world, you will be left behind. So the world is changing. You have to change your methods. You have to change your strategies to cope up with the world. This is knowledge economy. You have to make yourself knowledgeable. You have to bring your energies forward. So this is the time where only merit can be counted, because our new generation, when they wake up from the sleep, they study, they work hard, they get the degree, and then they are faced with another dilemma that we do not have any source. How can we get a job? They wake up with the dilemma that we do not have money. How can we pay for getting a job? But if you really excel in your field, if you are outgoing, go for CSS, go for PCS, where only merit is counted, then you can prove your mettle and you can stand out from the crowd. So I suggest you to be outstanding, stand out from the crowd, work hard, and see that things that you aspire for, you can get everything if you work hard. So everything is there for you, but you have to follow it with sincerity, with dedication, with honesty, and with commitment. If there is no commitment, you cannot do it. So my advice is work hard and show commitment. You can get anything and everything in life. The youngsters who want to do CSS, I would suggest them to read a lot, because reading feeds your imagination. When your imagination is fertile, you can write. So without reading, you cannot write actually, because you have to make your mind fertile with the ideas. If the ideas are there, you can easily take them out and write. With reading, you can improve your writing skills. You can see the writing styles of different writers. You can see that how they have written. You can follow them and practice. Practice makes perfect. Once you read a book, it's not enough. Once you complete a book, sit aside, and whatever you have understood from the book, start writing in your own words. Get it checked by somebody. See if you have written correctly or not. So first step is reading, then writing, and then getting guidance. So without empty minds cannot write. Like we have a stomach which is empty, we eat food. For our mind, if we want to fill it, we have to read. Read the revolutions of the world. Read the empires of the world. Read the political conditions of the world. Read English literature, novels. Read the world literature. So if you read, your mind, you will not have difficulty in speaking, because you have ideas. You will not have difficulty in writing, because you have lot of ideas. So it all depends. The basic skill is reading, on which other skills we can build. So reading leads you to writing. Reading leads you to speaking. So there are there are 4 skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. 2 are receptive and 2 are productive. Receptive are listening and reading. Receptive means you receive ideas through books and you listen from different sources. And then productive is produce. You produce through your pen or you produce through your mouth. You are talking, you are writing, you are producing. So CSS aspirants must read and then take guidance and get their drafts checked from somebody who has experience in the field. This is how you can make the difference. Success, as I said earlier, that success is out there to welcome you anytime, but you should also create some grace for achieving that success. You should also create some stamina to grab that success. That only comes with hard work, that only comes with perseverance. You don't have to give up. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to worry what people say about you. If you are a hard worker, you will do it regardless of what obstacles you face, because obstacles are there. People are there to frustrate you. People will laugh you. They will try to break your confidence. But if you are determined, then you should never waver. You should stand firm on your goals and don't change the goals, change the methods, change the strategies in order to reach the goal. So be determined, be resolute, and be honest and sincere to your commitment. There are so many kinds of dictionaries. If they download a dictionary and keep checking their pronunciation, they will come to know that what is the right pronunciation. So instead of using only Facebook and WhatsApp, mobiles can be used for positive purposes. You can download good dictionary in there and see the word the way you are pronouncing is the same as the dictionary says. You can double check with them. So nowadays, Google and this social media has brought revolution. You can use them, and these are self actualization things that you can do. Wherever you face problem, click to the computer and see, put in the Google and look up at the dictionary, and you will solve the problem. Or otherwise you can contact a person who is well versed, who is experienced, more experienced than you, and then you can solve your problems. Also, there are so many centers, but I would suggest guys to go to the centers which are recognized and run by the people who have already cleared CSS, PCS. So this is how they can over the problem. There are so many good academies around in Hyderabad, in Karachi, in rural areas. Yes, they can get a point of departure from anywhere, but actually learning is internal drive. You have to be internally driven. Good student does not need a good teacher or a good university. It is the internal drive that takes him out. He goes to the libraries, he grabs the books, and he doesn't rest until he learns. So he taps too many resources. So it is the internal drive that ultimately leads you towards success. Universities, university classes, colleges, college classes, schools and school classes, these are rituals. You sit in the class for 50 minutes. In 50 minutes, teacher cannot give you everything. You have to, drive yourself after the class, go to the library, grab a book and study in detail what the teacher has said. And then you have to expand the topic. So if you are not internally motivated, if you are not internally driven, then you bring teachers from Harvard University, you bring teachers from Oxford University, they cannot make any difference in that student. Students' internal motivation, intrinsic motivation is very important. So if you are intrinsically motivated, go out and learn. Read whatever comes your way. And nowadays, everything is at your fingertips. This mobile phone, this computer, everything is at your fingertips. If you are internally driven, nobody can stop you from succeeding. But if you need a push all the time, then maybe it's not the right temperament for study and for achieving any goal.